Hello and welcome to my Mind Over Your Matter. My name is Rick. It's Thursday, October 17th, 2019. Got a nice little open talk lined up for tonight. One individual I haven't spoken to in a while. So we're going to get some kind of updates on him, see how he's doing. And we're going to go ahead and send out that invite to that individual. His name is Angel Muniz. So let's go ahead and send him out an invite and invite him to Open Talk. And hope you guys enjoy, get some updates on everyone and see how everyone's doing. So, especially with Angel. So let's wait for him to come on through and we'll bring him on into the show. Let's go ahead and get the system ready. Everything's all ready. It's almost showtime. I'm about to turn on the lights and get this started. Today was a pretty wild day, so I'll talk about that later on. But let's go ahead and see if we can get Angel Muniz on here. Send him an invite. He's ready. He wrote, I'm ready. I'm ready too. I got my joint ready, so I'm about to smoke up. Yo, what's up, Angel?
Rick!
What's going on, man?
Been a while.
Welcome to Open Talk. So, man, what's been going on? How you been doing?
Well, couldn't be more happier than I could ever be.
Oh, goodness gracious. That's good. I mean, shit, I wish I was like that happy, but I'm trying. Yeah.
Well, hey. Maybe some love for my pony can perk you up.
Oh, there you go. The pony. It's not a unicorn pony, though. It's a.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
it
one of the
is.
ponies from the My Little Pony show.
Oh, goodness gracious. What's funny about the My Little Ponies? My sister used to be really big into My Little Ponies. Growing up, I remember all her ponies and stuff, and she had to brush their hair a certain way, and she made sure they didn't have any nicks or any like scratches, or they had to be perfect. It was funny. My sister.
Was she a fan of the '80s one or the newer one? Because there's been so many versions of the My Little Pony show and such. Because I was reading upon it, and it seemed like there was an '80s version, but
Yeah.
there's been a lot of fans more than ever before of the newer one that premiered back in 2010, and that what started the whole brony craze.
Yeah, well, definitely the 80s. We were big 80s babies. You see, I was born in 1980. My sister was born in 82. So she grew up learning about the ponies and My Little Ponies, and a whole bunch of like all different types of shows she used to watch. Like we used to watch, oh man, what is it? Strawberry Shortcake. I remember her. Um, Man, I'll remember some of them as time comes, because it's like she used to watch so many cartoons, and I was like, we had to fight with her because I'm like, I want to watch my cartoons too. I only have one television.
Well, for me, I was a '90s kid, and I, of course, watched many '90s Disney and Nick shows. And next month, some of my favorite all-time Disney shows throughout the '90s and early 2000s is coming to Disney Plus.
All right, right on. Yeah, because I like Disney. I mean, it wasn't like a stable over in my house because we were so used to waking up Saturday mornings early. Like we'd be up like at 6:37 in the morning to catch like the first shows that start like at 7 in the morning, and it was like a whole lineup. And my sister, she was like always up before me because she wanted the television more than I did.
Ah.
So it's like I'm like, come on, I want to watch at least one of my shows. She's like, all right, maybe after this one. I'm like, maybe. Where this kid learn maybe from? She was like, what, 2, 3 years old? Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But bring me back home, man. Memories. They come back like at flashbacks. Like it's like a whole movie coming into my head, and I'm like,
Yeah, and every so often there will be something that I see or look at that resembles something like yesterday when I was at the Arizona Science Center. The person who I was with was doing a presentation to the people in the theater, and there was this like multicolored ring planet that reminded me of the Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 64.
oh, okay, with the road and stuff
Yeah,
that you can fall off easily. I used to
yeah,
hate that.
because if you think about it, the road is kind of like in outer space, gravitated by the world's gravity.
Hmm. Yeah, I hated that race. That was like the last race too. And then they would just knock you over and knock you off, and then you have to like get back into the race. And oh man, it took me a while to get that one going. Wasn't my
Oh,
favorite.
wow.
Wasn't my favorite stage, but it was nice. The colors were
Um,
nice.
well, my favorite stage of the N64 Mario Kart game either has to be the one where they're on the road, or it would have to be where they're surrounded by a building with volcanoes.
All right, my two favorite is the beach, of course, the beach, and the castle when you race inside the castle.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. Those are like my two favorites. Um, the one that I hate the most is driving in the jungle. Oh man, I hated the jungle. Like, oh, there's gonna be a day I'm gonna be playing Mario Kart. You guys gonna be like, holy shit. I'm like, this is the one I was telling you about. I hate it. Oh boy. I haven't played video games in forever because of my seizures. I try to not play video games.
I've been getting back into video games, even though I do have seizures, but I don't know how often you have. I've been playing a few games lately on my PS4, and these are some of them.
Okay. Spider-Man. How do you like the Spider-Man?
The Spider-Man one is pretty awesome. It's definitely an adventure, and it's definitely a great hunting game where you can look around for items and hidden objects.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't played video games in such a long time that I have like old games that are still in their packaging. I've never opened them. I have PS4 games and Xbox One
I mean,
games.
I would ask if you could give them, but I don't want you to give up something that you paid for because I want to try to play other games as well. And believe it or not, I got a PlayStation Now subscription. Basically, what PlayStation Now is a subscription service where you can instantly play games that you can do on your PS4, and there are even older games like PS2 and PS3 games that you can play on the PS4.
That's straight. That's nice. So it's like, all right. So you're able to do a lot more with the PlayStation. I haven't
Yeah,
played. I haven't
because
played.
I have the PS4 Pro system, but there are many games that aren't that don't work on a physical media that can work on the PlayStation Now subscription.
Okay. Yeah, I
But
have.
one of the games that I was playing was a game called Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension.
That name just I had to crack up. The second dimension.
I missed you, Rick.
Thanks. Yeah, I miss everyone too, and I've been. It's been a roller coaster this year. It's been like a really big roller coaster year for me. Um, but yeah, that PlayStation 4, I haven't played it in like 2 years.
You haven't played
I still
what?
have it. I still have the PlayStation 4. I just haven't played it in like 2 years.
Oh wow.
Like almost 2 years. I think I'm positive it's been like 2 years. I haven't been there. I just don't play with it. I just it's too risky for me to have a seizure. And I'm like, I already know like when I turn on my Xbox One and I try to play something simple, like I feel it coming on, and I just have to turn off the system and like close my eyes and just lay down because it's like it's weird. It's like this weird feeling from within, and I know it's coming. But other than that, I smoke my medicine, and that's it. You know, I don't do too much on the video games like I used to.
Oh.
Wah wah wah. Yeah,
Well, well,
but
well, well.
yeah, but
I was
I
trying to imitate the losing sound effect that The Price is Right does whenever a contestant loses their pricing game.
right. Oh man, that show. Oh my god, I grew up watching that show. The old versions, like the old school ones, like oh man, I used to watch that like crazy when I was little. It's just so funny. Um, yeah, freaking Price is Right. I just remember the people running and with the shopping carts, and they're trying to get as much meat inside their carts, and it just like they I think the limit was five, right? I was like,
Well, the game that you're thinking of, Rick, is Supermarket Sweep.
mhm, that supermarket sweep. I think the limit was five. If you get like the big,
Yeah. The limit, when it comes to items in that show, the limit is five, and there were plenty of items that a person can only get one of. Like they needed to complete a list of items that they need to collect to get a $250 bonus, and only
yeah,
one bonus per contestant. And then there was these giant inflatable stands and such that each contestant was only limited to one.
mhm,
But
yeah,
when it comes to bigger items like the paper towels, meat, yes, the limit is five.
yeah. That's what I thought. And it was so funny too because those inflatables were very big. So they'll have to like run it up to the register and then run back for their cart. And like when they give you these missions that you have to get a certain things and like coffee, you have to get like ground up coffee, and you have to like go to the station and do it. Um, that was interesting back in the day. It was a good show to watch. I guess it was better than Jeopardy. I guess because Jeopardy was all right. It's just like the questions, and then like you have to for the
But,
money and
uh,
stuff.
but the good thing
It's
about
not too bad.
Supermarket Sweep is that all the questions and puzzles was all related to popular name brands, companies, and
Hmm.
ones that you've never even heard of. Because over the course of me watching the show, there has been many companies and products that I've never even heard of.
Mm, yeah. See, it's just different. The it's like they change with the times
Yeah,
because I remember that show back in the days. There was like several shows like Pyramid. That was
yeah.
another show that the old school Pyramid. It was a really good show. Um, Jeopardy wasn't that bad. Wheel of Fortune, they're same people. They're still on. And they
Yep.
were younger back in the day. Like they were super young, and bless you. And Wheel of Fortune was a pretty good, cool show. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, and like I said, Jeopardy was like, it was alright because sometimes I would get pissed off because they get the wrong answer. So I was like, it was just like for me, I was just frustrated. That was a show that I used to get frustrated with, and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather not watch it. Um, yeah. And then I remember, um, freaking Nickelodeon with the Double Dare.
Yeah, there were many versions of
No,
Double Dare.
this is the original.
Yeah, the original,
I'm
but
talking
there was
about the.
also,
I don't want to give
but,
up my age yet. I'm like,
but there was also
maybe,
Double Dare 2000 when the new
yeah,
millennium
yeah.
began.
No, this is going way back.
Ah,
I think you were a baby around this time.
yeah.
Um, like me and my sister we wanted to do the temple of was it temple or something? It was like a temple.
Are you the legend of the hidden temple?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I looked at my sister and my sister like we could do it. Like I was like, but my parents didn't want to like spend a whole day at freaking inside Nickelodeon Studios for us, so
Mhm.
they didn't. We didn't go there. But I'm telling you right now, I would have lit it up. When it comes to all those games and stuff like Double Dare and 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 the Temple game, like man,
Yeah, the
me and my
legend of the
sister,
hidden temple.
yeah, because I'm fast and I was fast back then. My sister's like we'll answer the questions and then we'll do the obstacle. I looked at her, I was like, you could do it. She's like, hell yeah. I was like, psh, I wish we would have been on TV. It would have been like world record. Some shit comes at me, I kick him. Because sometimes when you get like this some area and then they just come out of nowhere, it's like a life and stuff that you lose. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll super kick him in the nuts. You would have fell over. I would have had my sister come through. I'd be like, yo, I got him. Go get what you gotta get that piece of the temple. It was a cool show back in the day, but it would have been cooler if I was on the show. Especially Double Dare. Don't even I wooed me and my sister. It's like we're competitive. Let's just put it that way. we we don't like to lose. We don't consider us like I don't like it's like I could deal with a loss because I lost, football games and stuff like that. But when it comes to like competitions and stuff like that, I just like I want to win, So but yeah, that was back in the early 90s. Like, oof, that was like way back then. And it's not that long ago, what, 29 years ago?
Yeah, not that long ago.
29 years ago. Shit, I was 10 years old at that time.
And I was just born.
And you were just born. You were just learning how to, like, you were just learning pretty much because you were a baby at that time. Um, some people haven't even been born yet. I was born in '80, so it's okay because there's older people on my show too. And I respect everybody's ages and everybody's time, because everyone has their own experiences through the decades, So
But yeah.
that's why I like talking to older people and listening to them and how they grew up and what they watched and that interesting like it interests me, and I just like gonna get more people on Open Talk, and I want to talk, about the decades and when you grew up, what was happening and from your eyes, and then everybody else is gonna know because we lived through it. So it's good to you know, for reminiscing purposes, you know, remember your time growing up, and
Yeah.
because a lot of people they're so worried. That's the sad part is the worry because with work and the pressure and anxiety, and I go through that just with my doctors,
Ah.
and people go through it every day working and being a slave to the system, um, just to be able to support their family. Yeah, and the stress of a work week if you have like a high pressure job, like they're always threatening you, like threatening to like fire you or or because there's places that it's like it's bad. You have to be on the ball. You have to be like working, like because they will fire your ass. And but back in the day, I want to see how it was like in the 40s, even in the 30s. 40s, like I would say from the 20s up to now. How has like the workforce changed in the decades of living? Um, I'm about to celebrate my fourth decade. Next in January, I'll be 40. So,
Yeah, and next March I'll be 30.
yeah. So you see, that's a decade apart. Like Angel's a full, like, decade, like from where I'm at. So back when I was in fifth grade when you born.
Yeah, because a lot of fifth graders are usually 10 or 11 years old.
Yeah. I was in fifth, four. Actually, I was in fifth grade, going to sixth grade when you were born. But then I start thinking that time that I was in school, and it comes back in videos. Oh man. Oh, I got so much to talk about too. School. Let me tell you, school back in the '80s was crazy. It was crazy. Man, it got to a point that I remember the vice principal had to spank me with a paddle. That was crazy. Because the kids, they got out of line. So what I do, I beat them up.
Rick, hugs to you.
Hugs to me, and then they sent me to the principal office, and I get paddled. And I was like, wow. And that was in the '80s. Imagine they do that now. They'll get sued and all this crazy shit. I mean, shit. I got hit with the paddle. That was a big wood paddle too, and I got hit by it. And I remember. I will never forget that day. I was like, like if I hurt, so I'm like, man, that ain't gonna do shit for me. My mom is like a hurricane compared to what you're doing. I had that in my head. I was like, I'm not worried about this one. I'm worried about the second one. Was my mother. Oh man, that was like a tornado coming. Just like I knew after I got that paddle, the tornado warning came up. And I was like, wait a minute. It's like beep beep. You got a tornado coming over by your area in 20 minutes. I'm like, oh shit, my mother. Yeah, that one right there was like going against like Sugar Ray Leonard. That's boxing terms. So if you guys, the older people, watch boxing, Sugar Ray Leonard he was fast. He had quick hands, and that was like my
Did Sugar Ray Leonard later become a singer?
no, I don't know. He was a boxer.
Well, it's just that there's been a singer named Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah, probably, but nah, he was a boxer.
Ah,
I don't know if he sings. I don't think so. I wouldn't listen to him sing. I just like the way he boxed. But like my mother was like, okay, mix Sugar Ray Leonard. Or if I was to compare two boxers, I would compare her to Sugar Ray Leonard and Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. Um, the speed and the force. Man, my mom was she was so mad growing up. Like it makes me feel weird in my body just thinking about it because I'm putting myself in that time frame, like memory wise. So it's playing in my head and it's making my body feel different. It's just, man, growing up in the '80s was like that was like a nice transition. You know, um, got to experience a lot of stuff. I wish a lot of stuff that I had then I had now because then I would be rich. Um, the '80s was a interesting decade. A lot of people will probably agree. Um,
yeah, and because I like people from other decades as well.
yeah,
Because if the '80s was a interesting decade for you as a kid, then the
everything was
'90s
like
was as well for me.
yeah, because like there was like new things coming out, like computers. You know, the computers back in the '80s weren't. They were like floppy disk. They were like floppies, and they started. I remember the first computers and being on a computer that was floppy, and I was on a computer learning, and I had a class that was like learning the computer. It's like a computer class, and I had to sit in front of a screen with a keyboard, and then like type and stuff. And it was interesting, like going through a class like that at that time in space. It's like it's unique. Like a lot of people from like maybe the 60s and below, like 70s, 60s, 50s, they didn't have that like that.
Yeah.
So for them, it's kind of like it's weird. Like for me, I'm still weirded out from my cell phone. That shit is like, I'm still freaked out. I'm like, that's like a magic wand. It's magical. Like it has no wires connected. It's able to call anyone in the world. Like they can hear you talking, and they can watch you while you're talking too through your camera. Like people need to be careful what they do with their cell phones. And this device is a tracking device. It's a device that people use daily, and they track your every movement from within your house because of the Wi-Fi that you have in the house. It pinpoints where you're at. That's how 5G has gotten more advanced. Um, Now they can see you where you're at, because there's enough signal for the camera to see what you're doing. And it's you won't notice it's on. It's all devices are like that now. Like even their television is actually like watching you too. And
Huh.
it's gotten to the point that like it's kind of like infringement onto my safe zone, my safe area. They just bless you. And this 5G is not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the 6G. Now there, it's a higher that one signal. I can hear that signal from time to time in my head, because in my head I hear this ringing sound. So I know every time I hear that ringing sound, they're trying to tap into me. I could hear it in my head. It's like a static sound. Sounds like a static television. Yeah, it's weird, man. I've been having experiences, man. I don't know what you've been up to, but I've been through hell the past, like shit. Like the the beginning of the third quarter of this fucking year. I think I treated as 4 quarters. You have your spring, summer, fall, and winter. Your 4 quarters. So that's how I divide the season in the calendar.
Ah.
Um, and then the third quarter of this fucking year was horrible. I had so much surgeries done. I was hospitalized for a month. I was in the
And I
hospital.
believe that was like right around the time of when we last spoke.
Yeah, I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital for a whole month.
Wow.
So, yeah, I had 3 surgeries, and I'm trying to get back into it again. Learning, because sitting in this chair and doing shows, it's a lot. It's a lot, and the body's like acting weird. I had to have a fight with my doctors already. I had to fight my doctors, man. They they want to put me on Suboxone, this medicine, the magic pill I was talking about yesterday. Which I uploaded, and it's on YouTube. But I was talking about Suboxone and the side effects of it, and like like it's just weird how these doctors are all like pushing for everyone to be on it. I'm like, no. And the thing is that medicine is for addicts. That's a boxing medicine is for addicts. Like I ain't a fucking addict. I'm not a heroin addict. Shit. Like I said, I don't even know where to find that. I'm like, I don't know who sells that. Like, I guess they sell it, but I don't know what the hell they sell that. I don't need that shit. You know, I just need my pain medicine. That's it. Which my doctor bridged me over until they could get me into a proper pain management facility. Um, they re-upped my medication for another like 3 weeks. So they got 3 weeks to find me a place to go for my pain. But yeah, so what's been going on, man?
Well, I spoke a little bit earlier during this little session of how life has been more exciting for me. That's because about 2.5 months ago, I officially moved down here to Arizona.
Oh, straight. So that's where you're at now?
Yep, I'm in Arizona now.
Oh, straight. That's good. So you've been hanging out with your brother and stuff?
Yep, I was gonna try to meet up with him today because he is doing a recording session of making a music video, and I wanted to try to be a part of it. But apparently, he had to cancel on me of me being part of it because he couldn't like come and pick me up because he had tons of stuff to do. And I understand that because when you're a up and coming singer, or at least trying to be, it takes a lot of work to make a video and especially write the song.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they call starving actors and starving just the music business is it takes a lot. It's a lot of work, and you know it's people. When they want to take it serious, they'll take it serious, and you know to me,
Yep.
I'm like all the newcomers and stuff is kind of like karaoke, listening to karaoke. Um, man, I remember when karaoke. It's like, not my favorite for me.
But just out of curiosity, do you ever plan on going live again soon?
Yeah, I am. I am. The season's coming soon. I'm trying to practice now and get myself ready because my neck is jacked up. It hurts like hell. My back hurts like hell. My stomach from the surgery I had hurts like hell. And my medicine's supposed to calm me down. I just took my medicine before starting the show. It hasn't kicked in yet.
Ah,
Pain sucks.
so you took your medicine before you started this show?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So it takes a while for it to kick in. It takes it's not rapid release. It says immediate release, but it's not immediate nothing. There's nothing immediate by it. That shit takes a long time to kick in. I smoke my medicine to chill out because pain sucks. Pain really sucks. And they have these fucking doctors trying to push you to take Suboxone and shit. I'm like, get out of here. That medicine is very addictive. Very addictive. Once you're on it and you're on it for a long time, you can't get off of it. You can't get off of it. That's why they say eventually some get off of Suboxone too. Eventually some, like, you're not gonna get off of it. It's addictive. It's a class 3 substance. The pain medicine that's in there, and then it's very addictive. And I've known people that actually died because of it. Like, no, like, no. My stomach is, I had too many surgeries and too much shit that's gone on with me, and I'm not ready to be a part of any experiment. Fuck that. You see, even the phone agrees. You hear all the sounds. Ding. Uh,
What was that? The beep 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 or that the noise?
my phone, my phone and my
Oh,
watch. Like, I feel like there's like perfect timing. Like, they're letting me know. But the day people again. Um, yeah, man. But so, how's been Arizona for you? It's been warm.
I'm loving Arizona a lot more than Minnesota because right now Minnesota is going through some snowstorms even in October.
Uh, oh shit! Don't go, Angel. That's just laughing because you don't have to go through that shit no more.
Well, I'm happy I don't have to go through the
Oh,
snow anymore.
oh my god! I remember it'd be cold out there too. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So you ain't missing that in Arizona. You're not getting that in Arizona.
Nah,
Oh,
I'm not missing it at all. I'm happy I don't have to suffer through the snow. And the good thing about being here in Arizona, besides the snow, is that during the winter months, there is more that goes on outside during the winter months here in Arizona than there is in Minnesota. Because in Minnesota, I always had to stay inside and keep warm all throughout the winter months.
mhm,
But here, I don't necessarily have to keep
mhm,
warm, but I do still need to try to keep cool with the AC on. But
mhm.
there's more that I can do outside, like going to events and attending places and even going around town.
Yeah, yeah. I've been to Arizona once. I had training out there. Saw snakes. Oh man, went to the casino out there. Um, I've been in Phoenix. Um, what restaurant I went to? I think was it Chili's? It was one of the restaurants there. It was always hot because I went during the summer, like of course, and the temperatures were like 120 something, and like it was crazy, like going through that. And at night, like the lows were like 90s, and it was like hot as hell at night. And but it's something different. It's cool. It's like that desert life. But when it gets cool, it cools down. You know, but it's not like he's gonna see snow unless he goes up north. If you go, what's that city of Flagstaff?
Yeah, because Flagstaff, I've heard, does
Yeah,
have
they
snow.
get snow. They get snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's no joke with that. They get snow out there, but it's you see how the difference and like how the mountain terrain, dictates if you get snow and no snow. It's
Yep.
it's kind of like a safeguard, like Phoenix is. Um, you may see a flurry in Phoenix. It'll get a crazy storm. You know, a winter storm. That would be weird. I'd be like, oh boy, because it does snow in the like Nevada and north of Arizona. It does snow there. Um, Colorado, you guys know already. That's just like fucking forget about it. You need a snow blower at all times. No, I'm just kidding. Um, it's it's the Mile High Club. They're the that's that city. See, I always wanted to go there, but then I always wonder how my system would react to a higher elevation. because it's not for all people. Like I'm sensitive to elevation, and my body acts differently towards like different parts, of the world, I guess. Um, because I came from Florida up here, and Florida's always hot. That's just like, oh man, Florida was like that sun. Oh man, that sun was it was a tough sun because the humidity. You get humidity if it rain, and then the sun comes out, and it's like holy shit. It's like an easy bake oven. Um, the old people were like, damn, my sister had that. She had an easy bake oven. I was like, that's like dangerous toys. That's like classified as like super dangerous toys for kids.
Yeah.
Like oven for kids. Oh boy. But yeah. Time like I changed, from Florida to Connecticut. And out here, man, we had a rainstorm last night. 2.5 inches of 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 rain fell here. My apartment got flooded out last night. Like because the drain on top of where I live got clogged by the leaves, and the water was already too much on the roof. And this morning, like I sent a message out to my maintenance guy like overnight. I didn't sleep anything last night. Like it was like rainy inside here as much as it was rainy outside there. Like I have a video. I have actually like they have a bucket there. I have a video. It's like 30 seconds of the rainfall. Um I could probably send it to you and you can see it.
Sure. Send it to
I
me.
could see it was crazy inside this apartment. And then it started like raining in my kitchen.
Oh wow.
I'm like, that energy's strong. And the thing is that me and water, because I'm an Aquarius, like that water was touching me, and I was getting all sorts of energy from it. Like it was like it had me up all last night, and like that's rainwater. That's like that has a lot of chemicals in it too, and but it's water. Rainwater is amazing, and the thing is that it dropped. It was raining super hard, and the roof, my part of the roof, was flooded. So the water started seeping in through the side of the pipe into my apartment. And the kitchen, my like outside my bedroom, and the kitchen area was getting water, like dropping water. And the worst was in right here outside my room. Like that shit woke me up. I was like, "What the fuck?" I get out of bed, and I'm looking at all this water, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, I had to get the trash can, bucket, whatever buckets I could find. I was so close in putting my hamper out there. It was so much rain. Holy shit. Maybe I could show it if I let me see. I'll send it to you and then maybe I could see it from there and then I could like share. Maybe we could see it together. Um Let me see. I could do it through my phone. Let me see the pictures first because that shit was crazy. That shit it was nuts. It was nuts. It was crazy last night. Just, it was raining inside my apartment. All right, let me see if I can send it to you. I should be able to. I need to get with the program with this. Come on. All right, it should be sending it. So I'm
But yeah, but about 3 weeks ago, there was a very serious storm as well. But was more so the sound of hail almost because the rain was coming down so hard, it was hitting against the windows. That kind of sounded like it was bits of hail together, and it's because of the monsoon season.
holy shit, dude, we got hammered. It was like they called it a bombogenesis, which is a system that drops um over 24 millibars in an hour, and actually it's in a 24-hour period. Um, that storm was crazy last night. It was so much rain. Um, it was nuts. It was nuts. The rain that was coming in. Oh, let me see if I could do it. All right, hold on. Let me go ahead and let me see something. Share. Let's see if it opens for me. What are you doing? No, well, okay, no. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Because it should go to a player. Let me see. Let me save it. Just save it out here. So let me see if I can open it up. You know, it was, oh man, it was crazy, the rain. Um, but the water that was coming in, oof, oof, it was a lot, a lot of rain. I was like, it didn't bother me so much. Um, it didn't bother me so much because it was the rain. It's just that drain was clogged and all that water was coming in my apartment. But it felt good, like, because I was barefooted. And so the water was like, I was like stepping on the water. So it's kind of like, I feel like it was like a baptism, with rain. It's like, it's like, because it's been a long time since I've touched rain like that, especially on my feet. Like rainwater on your feet. Oh man, it's something that you like to leave your feet in the water. I remember back in the days when I was little, I used to play in the rain. I'll be like little running in the rain. I used to love the rain. The thunderstorms, I couldn't go outside, of course. It was too scary. That shit was like, hell no. It was just regular rain, like rain shower. Then it was nice. Um, waiting for it to download
Ah,
because I'm actually I guess it's saving it onto my computer too, but that way I'll just play it on my side. It's just crazy that amount of rain. It was a lot of rain. And I go, damn, Angel must love it that he's not in Minnesota. It's crazy. It's like the rain that we had, that it must have broke some records because if this would have been a storm in January, we would have gotten feet of snow. So it's like you lucky. We got lucky. Everyone like, even though my apartment got flooded, um, I could look in the bright side. It could have been snow, and would have had a hard time getting around. That's a lot of snow. 2.5 inches of rain converted into snow. Ooh,
yeah, it kind of sounds like it would be
ooh,
a lot.
oof. Oh man, we're just lucky here. Dealt with the rain, but I just didn't sleep last night. I couldn't like that sound, and I'm just have to like stay guard and then have to empty out the buckets. And man, my neck was killing me. My back was killing me. Oh man, I was in so much fucking pain. And then I went to therapy today, physical therapy, and did the exercises and did what I had to do. But it is still very painful for me. My neck, my shoulders, my back, my stomach. I'm like worse than the game of Operation. I'm like the worst patient.
I remember
Remember
that
that?
game.
Remember that game? Oh my god! Like Operation, um, that would be me. um,
Well,
it's
I wouldn't mind
great.
doing an operation on you by hugging you.
Yeah, thank you. It's just man, it was a hell. It was my personal hell. That's how I treat it. I live in my personal hell. You're just visitors that are stopping by.
Uh,
Visitors coming to me like, all right. It's just the aches. That's all that really bothers, and it's just I don't like feeling achy. And that-
uh,
and that's the humidity that's in the air. It's making me really hurt. And then there's this medicine I could put on, but sometimes when I put that medicine on, it makes me sick. So I'm like, damn if you do, and damn if you don't. Like, and I'm gonna grab the lotion and put it on myself.
all
Like,
right.
I'm gonna play this video in a moment. If it hurries up, then I can see it. Yeah, I can probably play it, and then oh man, my neck is just jacked up because they put the tense unit on me on my neck and they put it on my back, and that tense unit, it does wonders, but like they put the tense unit on my shoulders and on my lower back, and oh man, it sucks. Let me see if I can open it. Yes, I can open it. Hold on. It sounds like I'm peeing. Uh, Hold on a second. Let me close this out. All right, let me share. Okay. Look at the bucket. Oh man, watch this. Look at that. Inside my apartment
Oh, wow.
from last night.
Wow.
Came from that pipe.
Wow.
It was just dripping down. It was just coming down. Look at my wall. And that water was getting all over the floor too. Isn't that crazy? That was last night. Bumble Genesis in my home. I had rainwater. I actually put my hand in the water and stuff, and it felt so different. It felt so like I don't know. It feels like energizing. Like it was,
So putting your hand in the rainwater felt energizing and soothing?
yeah. For me, it did. I felt the energy. Like I felt the difference between rainwater and water that you take a shower. It's like more heavier. Like that water's like a little bit more heavier, and it's like I don't know. It's definitely you could tell the difference from rainwater and shower, and even the smell of it too. Like it's it was pretty cool. I did get a little mad, but I was like, uh, it was very stressful. It's still stressful. I still have a bucket there with water. I have to leave that overnight because it's still dripping water. To this moment, it's still dripping water. But like I said, it could have been worse. It could have been in my room. You know, it could have been in my room,
and it could have done, some damage, especially like when my equipment is here. So we're lucky that it happened outside of my room, so I wasn't as mad. I was like, they're just gonna have to repair it, and that's it. Like good man. Why stress yourself out? I'm already stressed. It's like I feel like they send a little test. They test your energy and your patience, and things happen. And the way you take it, how you handle it, it makes you a better person. So, and this situation, it was out of my control. The damn drain was fucking clogged with leaves from the fall, and so happens we got a little, Bombo Genesis nor'easter come up the coast, and we got good rain. I mean, the grass is happy, the plants are happy. They're like, "Oh yes, we got a whole refreshment, 2.5 inches." The park, it flooded. I think I have a video, or let me see if I have a video of the park because I went to the park today. Oh yeah, I do, and you can see the water flowing. I only took video of the flowing water, but let me send it. Man, this is gonna be a long file. Let me see. Okay, it's a long file. My phone is even going slow. That's how big the file is. Um, Let me see if it sends it. Okay, it's sending it. All right. So this is the I'll show you guys again. I didn't even talk. Like, look at that water. Look at this bucket. I mean, people have problems. Imagine if I was someone that had to go to work and stuff and I couldn't because of this, or this happened to you in your home, But
Yeah.
for me, I'm like, I don't work. I just not worry about it so much, but there was a lot of water coming in.
Have you contacted your property person
Oh
or
yeah,
contacted someone to
oh yeah,
come and fix it?
oh yeah. They're already working on
Oh
it.
wow.
Yeah, they don't. That's one thing. They take care of things, so they're working on it. They're gonna have okay, they're gonna have the roofer come and repair the area, and they're gonna seal off the area up here, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. That's all I can hope for. But that rainwater, I have, I feel like putting it in a gallon, like, and saving it. It's like holy water. It's like this rainwater. It was a strong rainstorm, so maybe I'll get a gallon and just cipher some of this rainwater because it was good energy. That the rain, I felt it in my hands. Like my hands feels like different. My feet feel different. Like I don't know. It just feels cooler and smoother. My hands from the rainwater. But yeah, it was something last night. This is a monsoon here. Talking about monsoon. Have you gotten a monsoon yet?
The storm that I told you about a little bit ago, where the rain was coming down, where it sounded like it was hail, that was one of the monsoon storms. Check my video out on my YouTube channel.
Mm, let me see here. Let's see, oh man. I gotta see what. Mm, trying to remember which one was it. What was the site that I used to go to? Trying to remember. Tropical tidbits. There you go. Just want to see something. Oh shoot. Why do I have to cross my like this stuff has to cross my path? Oh man. All right, well, I'm giving people some bad news. So looks like there's a storm forming in the Gulf of Mexico,
Oh wow.
and it's going towards western Florida, probably by the Panhandle, where I think they just got hit by a hurricane. I think it was like a Cat 5 that went through there. Baby, my cat jumped on me. Baby, don't jump on me like that. Come on, I gotta do the news. Okay. Oh my God, she claws me. No, she has nails. That's the thing, and she don't know how to hold those nails back. Move back. So it looks like there's gonna be like a storm or something going out to. My cat wants to do the news. Might be just a tropical storm. So if it does, maybe a hurricane, but it's gonna hit an area that doesn't have. They just got hit by a hurricane last year, so they're still in recovery. I'm looking at this. Let me share. So this is where the storm is going to be going from the Gulf across Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. Yeah. Oh my God, you or your nails. she don't know how to like chill out with her nails. So that's the system right there. So it's basically it's gonna go to Pensacola.
Oh wow.
Yep. So they're gonna get a little system. Who knows how fast it's gonna form? Like, it's one of these things that's gonna happen rapidly. Hopefully, it doesn't get strong. Let me see if I can get satellite imagery. What was going on in the Atlantic? Because I like to look at the whole, like all different types of different ways of viewing the satellites. All right, that's the okay, and then the long wave. Okay, good. Um, Let me show you real quick. Just gonna share that. All right. You look up here, look at the system. It's pulling away. The back end, we were supposed to get some rain, but it didn't really rain. Looking at the Atlantic, this might flare up into something. Maybe not. This here is something to watch. This area right here. This is like a little hurricane that came out of nowhere. But on the tail end of it, it was like the tail. And this is still energized. Wow, look how energized it is. And that's north. So it's kind of still hooked up with this one. And this one looks like this is what they're talking about. Maybe a storm out of this. I don't know. It looks a little. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna form into something really big because it's moving pretty fast too. And plus, there's a low right here on Texas, right by Houston. There's like a low pressure right here, low area. So sometimes that's going to pull the storm up. So it may not have a chance to form into anything big. But let's see what's going on. Let's go ahead and back up. Let's get the Pacific and the Atlantic. So let's go ahead and open this up. So Arizona, You ain't seen shit. You ain't like clear skies. Nice, beautiful days in your area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Um, Minnesota, it looks like they're gonna get some stuff going their way. Um, yeah, but in your neck of the woods, man, you don't even have to worry. It's nice. It's gonna be nice out there. My neck of the woods, that Bombo Genesis, which is right up in Maine, um, came through and dumped a lot of rain. And we might get a little bit of rain tonight. I'm not sure. We might get a little something, but it looks like it'll pull off tomorrow. I'm hoping it'll be gone by tomorrow because I want to see the movie Hocus Pocus. They're gonna be showing that movie at the park across the street from where I live.
Oh, so it's gonna be like an outdoors movie night at the
Yep,
park where you live.
yep, yep. It's an outdoor movie night. You know, Hocus Pocus is the featured movie, and Target is sponsoring everything, and from the movie to the popcorn. And it's gonna be a cool, as in temperature cool, watching the movie. But I'll make sure I'll take a blanket and a chair, and I'll dress warm because I know it's the wind is still blowing, and it's still kind of cool. It's cool. It's cold, and man, it would have been nice if they would have had heaters or something. Like, rent some damn heaters. If you guys want to watch, like, we want to watch movies here at the park, everyone should contribute, get donations, buy heaters so we can still watch movies during the winter at the park. Unless it's heavy snow, then no. But that's the movie for tomorrow night. Hocus Pocus. Good movie. I like the movie. It's a instant classic. Funny, serious parts, the lovey-dovey parts, and it's just it's a classic. So it's a good movie. Beth Midler, she's the one of the witches.
Hocus Pocus is a classic movie that a lot of stations play during the month of October. But if I have to choose my favorite, like Disney Halloween related film, it would be a toss up between the Disney Channel original movie franchise Halloween Town or Hocus Pocus.
Hmm. Let's see here. This is the storm. It's on the Gulf. Doesn't look like it's gonna have enough time to get us all together. I see where they're looking at too. Um, but I don't. I think it's going too fast. It's moving fast, so it's not gonna have its time to get its act together. But it's they're watching it. It's just a lot of rain. They're gonna get a lot of rain. That's weird because we got a lot of rain up here, and now they're gonna get a lot of rain down south. I mean, this is good rain for the oranges in Florida. Yeah, as long as it doesn't develop overnight, which I don't think so. It's not organized. It's just a bunch of showers put together. So people out in Florida, Louisiana is just getting rain, but out in Florida, doesn't I don't think it's gonna be a hurricane or any of that, unless something happens in 24 hours that the thing starts spinning. But it doesn't look like that. It's gonna happen. Um, let's see what else is in the Atlantic. Um, let's go wide. Okay. This used to be something, I guess. That's nothing anymore. You got like a front coming across here. So I'm looking at. So this was something, but it's gone like all combobulated. This they're gonna be looking at, but it looks like it's pulling a little bit north because I think this low right here is pulling this one up a little. Let me see. Move over. I'm still looking at this little, like this batch right here of like rain. It looks like it's gonna. Right here is a little bit of shearing because you see how the clouds are moving this way, but then you see how it backs off at the end of it. It kind of like backs off. So this might have a chance to develop. I'm surprised if they're not looking at this one, especially around this area right in there. Is going to be where the system's going to develop because I see the upper level lower winds here is starting to like back off because it was going a little bit strong, but then you see it backed off at the end. So there's not shear. There's no shear going on right now. And the storms just like you see how they spiked up and then they went a little bit southwards. So the winds are backing off. This might have a chance. Might have a chance to be something. And so it's definitely going like down this way. That'll be scary because this if it develops, it could develop into like a Cat 5. If it gets into this under Dominican Republic into like Panama area, north, like going towards Belize, Mexico, that would be crazy because it'll have the chance to develop all the way through and nothing's really gonna disturb the storm once it passes this little shear area, which is like kind of like fading away. This storm is gonna have a chance. So that's one they gotta look at. Other than that, let me see. Let's go over. Yeah, we already talked about that one. The Pacific, I don't really watch because there's nothing really going on over there right now. But let me try to see if we might get a little rain here. It's probably raining outside right now.
But Rick, you can rain on my parade any day.
Oh goodness, thank you. I mean, you're just lucky you don't have to deal with this.
Yeah.
This is that it's going to Minnesota.
Yeah. I'm happy I don't have to deal with that, but the good thing is that even if I did, I'd still probably be able to enjoy the stuff that I do, as long as it can be turned on.
Yeah. See, I'm looking back here. You see this? It looks like that's cold air, so it's gonna be pretty cool. Tomorrow, it's gonna be windy too. It's gonna be still a little windy. I wonder if they're still gonna show the movie tomorrow because the weather makeup day is Saturday. If they don't show the movie tomorrow, and I think Saturday would have been a better day for the movie. I think. I don't know how the ground is because it needs to dry up because it rained a lot, so that ground has moisture still on it, so people cannot like sit on it. Because that's the outdoor event. You're supposed to sit outside on the grass and watch the movie. I'll probably take off my feet, like take off my shoes, and just let my feet touch the grass now and enjoy the movie with my feet on the grass. Bring my own popcorn and my own goodies. Get my own candy. I don't even eat candy. I just take some pistachios and maybe my own popcorn and my own drink. Yeah, the movie's free to watch, so it's free for everyone. But yeah, it's a pretty cool idea. You know, the park that's across the street from where I live, it's a very beautiful park. Um, let me see something. Let me check to see if it's ready yet. Hold on, I gotta download it too. Okay, so I'm downloading it now on my computer too. So when it comes up, I'll bring up the video of the park, of the rain, like the way the water is moving along the park. Yeah, it's a nice park. I like if I always tell people, you know, if you're gonna live somewhere, live close to a park.
Well, I'm still getting adjusted to the city of Phoenix, so I
Yeah.
don't know if there are any parks nearby with like paths and such. Because I'm guessing the park that is near you have a long path for people walking and
Oh
biking.
yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's like a running course. Like there's like and like they tell people like if you start here and you go around, this how many, you know, laps you need to, you know, do what you need to do. And people, you see them running, and people on bikes, strollers, a lot of strollers, like ladies walking, and it's really cool. It's a really good bike. It's like a good bike ride, good little park, little big park. Has a big bridge. That's a really big bridge. I'm like, my goodness, park is a it's a nice. It's nice. It's gonna be nice when they put the Christmas lights. I hope they put in some more money in the budget so they could like make the park nice, I guess, for Christmas. Because they usually put the reef and they put the lights and stuff. But I wish they would put like more. I want more. Damn it! I feel like the Grinch, like the not the Grinch, the other ones, the ones that are decorating the town, like decorating the tree, and that's a classic movie. Like the old one, like not the new ones with Jim Carrey, but like those are good too. But like the real old ones from when I was a little kid, used to watch it like when it's like close to Christmas time. They will show the Grinch That Stole Christmas, and I remember watching.
Last year, in November, I believe, of 2018, they came out with a new The Grinch Stole Christmas animated film, but it didn't have the same appeal as the live action one did in 2000.
Hmm. And me, when I was growing up, we saw the old school one, the one like almost like it was old, The Grinch That Stole Christmas, and we used to watch it when we were little, and we used to watch Snoopy. Snoopy was a Christmas thing, a Christmas, you know, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snoopy. That was my favorite. Snoopy the dog. He was like my favorite. Like, when he talks, yeah. When he's pissed off, like, oh man, great. Like for the holidays, that's a good one. I recommend watching Charlie Brown. Um, and then Christmas movies. I mean, there's a few of them that are all right.
Because one of my favorite Christmas movies was a film that starred Home Improvement's Jonathan Taylor Thomas called "I'll Be Home for Christmas."
Mm, let's say Home Alone. Crazy. Crazy movie, Home Alone.
Yeah.
Because when you start watching Home Alone, then you're like around Christmas time.
Yep.
Home Alone, the first one was badass. All right. Then they started messing it up. And what I mean by that is by making sequels and rushing through productions. And I just felt like they just ruined it, doing too many of them. I think they're gonna want to do another one, another Home Alone. I think it's under production.
I haven't heard anything about it, but if
Yeah,
it is, then
I
it
can
must
see
be.
it. I can see them. I can see it. They're gonna be filming. They're filming a new Home Alone. But I'm like, why are you gonna like some of these things? Like, there's shows and things that you can't be like remaking. You just gotta leave it as is. Like, all right, like the movie Princess Bride, right? That was a big deal because someone mentioned that they should remake the movie Princess Bride. That's the movie with Andre the Giant. Um, there's like a whole bunch of like I know Andre the Giant because he's a wrestler and I remember him. I can't miss him. He's like the big giant. Princess Bride is such a nice romantic love journey. A little drama, a little trickery, um, comical, funny, good, nice movie. Fred Savage, just a kid sleeping in the bed. His grandpa is telling him the story, like reading him the story, like reading him a story of you know what we're watching, Princess Bride. Um, but that movie, like they were saying, like they were starting to have talks about remaking it, and a lot of people protested or talked back. They're like, no, don't do it. You're gonna ruin it. It's a classic on its own. It shouldn't be having any remakes. And they agreed they're not gonna remake it. Princess Bride. But yeah, man. Some movies, it's okay. Depends. Like remakes, because everything that's now is like not remake, but there's like parts. So I know like the new Terminator movie. You hear about that? The new Terminator that's coming out, I think, is this weekend. It comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
With the old, I guess Sinead O'Connor. What's her name? I forgot her. It's Sinead O'Connor. Connor something is her name. Uh, but she's older in this movie, and it's like she's like the badass in the movie too. I'm like, I remember watching. You can watch it for free too. You can if you have on YouTube. You can watch the first Terminator. It has commercials.
Because I believe that the first Terminator is free on YouTube, but it has ads.
Yeah, if you have their premium, then you don't watch the ads. But it's okay. It's. I just feel like they messed it up in like part two because it was like now the bad Terminator is the good Terminator, and it's like kind of like confusing. But there's some movies they just shouldn't like remake. It's just not right. But that's a continuation of a story with the Terminator. It seems like that Terminator is never gonna end. Skynet is still there's still ways for Skynet to still operate. And that's the thing. That's the battle. We're always gonna have that battle against the computers. Computer is what we're like how I'm communicating with Angel right now, and like all this technology, you know, Angel's all the way. That's what creeps me out. Okay, we're talking about things that creep me out. This right here creeps me out. because like I'm talking through a camera, and then you're seeing me on in real time, and you live in Arizona and I'm over here, and it's just magical that I have no cables, tied up to the internet. No, this is Wi-Fi, so the signal is going to the Wi-Fi router and sending out the messages and doing everything rapid, and it still like creeps me out. It creeps me out. The cell phone creeps me out. Oh man, it's creepy device. Right, I get like it's too magical, because it's like nothing's connected to it, and it's in thin air, and you could call people, and you can video people, and it's thin air. Nothing's connected to it. It's just a battery in there operating everything, and it's communicating like real time. That's like super fast. I mean, Nikola Tesla will freaking be rolling in his fucking grave right now. This is like fucking like crazy shit. Like this is the shit that he was talking about. You could create free energy through the air, and there's ways of getting like free energy, but they want to depend on the fucking oil like crazy and keep people fucking paying crazy light bills. And there's other ways that they could be harvesting the energy. you know it's like they think about their pockets before they think about ours. you know they don't want to lose out on money, but by now we should have a system that's like better for the environment, better like solar. Sun's gonna be here until it blows up. Yeah, that's just the way it is. And if it doesn't happen in our lifetime, it's gonna happen in someone's lifetime. But it's just crazy how we're here in a certain time in life, and there's only been a certain amount of years of like compared to the life of the earth. like like people, like I feel like people were placed here in the earth, from different like different parts of the world. Like this is like a harvest area, and they just let the people, because everyone talks different, everyone has a different language, different, like it's like if I go to China and like they speak a certain way, or go to like Japan, it's another different way. Like around the world, there's like different languages. It's like how people didn't just become one universal language. Why is there so many languages and then so many religions? And it's troublesome, you know. I don't know. It's just our blood is not the same. Like it's like from different areas. I don't know. It's just sort of weird. Yeah. Anyhow, still waiting on this thing to download. It's like it was only a 2-minute video, but it's like takes forever.
It takes forever for it to download.
Not to download it. It's actually downloading into my computer, and then I'm
Oh,
gonna bring it up. But yeah, man, we're just here at this time and this timeline to experience something. We're here to experience something, be a witness to something. Um, and when it happens, we're all gonna see it together. Nala, I see you. Is that Nala or Tasha? No, that's Nala. Nala, I see you. She's trying to mess with something that's mine. She's just chilling on my side. She keeps my side of the bed warm. That's how I see it. My cat, she lays on my side. She has her side, but she'll lay on my side and keep it warm. And then when I go lay in bed, she goes to her side. I'm like, this cat's amazing. Heats up the bed for you and everything.
It sounds like you have a great cat there.
Oh yeah, I got two of them, Tasha and Nala, and Nala's like that's my baby, and she's a sweet cat. She's an amazing cat, good cat, very smart, knows her name. Tasha knows her name too, um, but Tasha is more like the queen. She's gonna do what she wants to do, and and my cat Nala also, she's more like the baby, so she picks up fast and she's easy to train and she listens. She's funny. She has personality. She's just really funny. Funny cat, but good cat. Look, they're both on the bed. Both of my cats. I just saw Nala is over there and Tasha was laying down there, and they're both on my side. Nala, I'm gonna kick you in the butt. I don't know what she's doing. I don't want to stand up. She need to stop.
Out of the two cats, out of the two cats that you have, which one is your favorite?
Oh man, that's a tough one because they both had different personalities. You know, Tasha is like serious, like the queen. You know, and then
Yeah.
Nala is kind of like the clumsy princess. Like the party princess. I call her the party princess. Like she's like she has a lot of personality and she's really sweet. She's nice. Like has a heart, like a really good heart. And she's nosy. That's the thing. She's nosy. She likes to get in her like to witness, be a witness. I'm like, get out of here. You can't do you can't do nothing. Get to bed. And she does. She goes and runs to the bed. Like when the water and stuff, she was like wondering what the hell is going on. And I was like, yeah, me too. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on too. But I had to like make sure she stayed in the bed because I didn't want her to keep walking around. Both of them. But they listened. But man, that was a lot of water last night, man. It's freaking monsoon over here for sure. Yeah, it was 2.5 inches. 2.5. That's what they were predicting, and that's what it fell. I'd be surprised if it was like 3 inches. But I know a lot of water was stuck up there because when they freed up the drain, man, you would hear the water like going through the drain from my apartment. It sounded like crazy. It was just really loud, like the water was rushing through. And the water was coming into my apartment, but I could hear the pipe was free. And when the all the water got drained out, um, the water coming into the apartment kind of like gradually slowed down coming in. It kind of gradually slowed down. It's still dripping. I hear it from here. I hear like like little teeth towns, and yeah, that was a pain in the ass, man. That was horrible. That was horrible. But it's rainwater, so it's like I still want to cipher some, get some water, put in some bottled waters, and make sure I mark it rainwater. It's that was a lot of rain, man. Like I felt weird. I thought it was like I heard the sound, and I was like, oh no. Like that's the first words that came out of my mouth. Oh no. And turn on the light, and I was like, oh shit. um, can't get, can't get mad. It's just shit happens. Yeah, people would have blown up and like gone crazy trying to call someone to come and this and that. I'm like, I dealt with the war throughout the night, and they fixed it up. So, well, they fixed the drain, cleared the drain, not really fixed it. They just cleared the leaves out of the drain area. And my buddy was telling me like the water was like up to his thigh high, like almost to his knees on my roof. He's like, "You're lucky that the roof didn't cave in." I'm like, that would have been fucked up. Sorry about my French, but that would have been messed up. Like, you imagine sleeping and all of a sudden the roof just gives out. I already had that like hit already once. You can't get me twice. Fuck that. I was already hit over the head, like the ceiling collapsed on me and broke my neck. And it was because of rain also around this time of the year too, because when I broke my neck, it was October 31st, and it was 2011. I broke my neck. And that day it was a monsoon too. It was raining in Florida. Oh man, it poured so much, and yeah, I had an accident and broke my neck. And not accident, not car accident. I had the ceiling collapsed on me and broke my neck. All right, let's go look at the water, at the what I was talking about. Let me see if I can bring it up. Yeah, let me hit pause on it. Start it from the beginning. It's really windy, so you're gonna be hearing a lot of. That's the wind. All right, I'm gonna hit play so you can see the water. Look, that's a lot of water. It's very windy. You can see like the leaves moving around. There's the park that's across the street from my home. Look at all that water. And you could tell from last night, like you see this here on the left side, that there was water up there because you can see the plants are sideways. So it did flood the park, but not so much like towards the back, but it did flood out. So look at that water. Look at that rush right here.
Wow. Wow. Earlier this year when I got done visiting my family during my trip to Arizona back in January of this year, and I got back to Minnesota in February.
Mhm.
When I got there, there was so much snow covered because apparently there was a polar vortex that happened in Minnesota while I was
Mm.
visiting my family. And then later on, during the rest of the year, while I was figuring out my move to down here, the streets became so flooded in like March or April of this year that some of the streets and parking lots had to be closed because of the snow melting from the polar vortex.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna upload this video to YouTube, and it's a lot of water rushing through the stream. It's pretty nice. It's a nice area. You see on the right side is the amphitheater. That's where they show the movie. You can see probably in the background. You could probably see the bridge. That's right here. You see the two buildings, the two tower buildings, and then there's like a bridge here. I'll take more pictures and stuff throughout the fall, and I'll put it up, on YouTube so people can watch. Take a walk through the park and just record it so you guys can see the route. It's really nice. Nice little park. Nice little big park. It's you're lucky, Angel, that you're in Arizona now. You don't have to worry about snow. You may get snow one day.
Yeah, maybe one day here in the city of Phoenix. But if I were
Yeah.
to be living in Flagstaff, I would probably get maybe one
Oh,
or two miniature storms in
oh
there.
yeah, they get snow. That Flagstaff is a different. That's a different animal. I think because the elevation too, they get a lot more snow. So it's okay. Sometimes you may get a flurry in Phoenix. You never know. It's happened before.
Yep.
It's just the monsoon. It all depends how strong, and you know this is when you need to worry about flooding and shit like that. I mean, if you live on the first floor, or like me, you have the roof start leaking, and then have to deal with rain coming in your apartment. That's why I'm smoking my medicine. I'm like, I'd rather smoke, chill out, than to be upset and throwing a fit. I'm not gonna do that. It's like they know what's up and they're gonna fix it. So can't do much about that. Or say much about that.
No.
But that's good that you're in Arizona.
And I'm super happy. And besides that, there I've been doing a lot of stuff because the one of the things I've done is I have a job finally, but it's not a job that pays. It's a volunteer position at the Arizona Science Center.
At the Arizona Science Center.
Yeah,
Okay, that'd be cool.
because I have a volunteer position there now, and I work there every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. It doesn't pay at all, but it will help me get my resume built up.
Yeah, I mean, volunteering is not bad. It's,
No,
it's kind of like donating your time.
yeah.
It's to prove yourself type of thing. But also, a lot of people do it for kindness, like going to an animal shelter and helping cleaning the cages or doing something. You know, there's so many places that people could go and help animals too, and and the things like the animal shelters, they always have animals, and then for me, I feel bad when I walk in there because it's like I should do a video one day. They'd be like, look, I'm gonna do a video of inside the animal shelter.
But I don't necessarily know what the policy is of people at the Arizona Science Center because I would love to film a video of what I am doing on my job, but I don't know what the policy is with. Uh,
Yeah, you don't want to do it like this girl did with Panera. Was it Panera Bread? Yeah, Panera Bread. That she put a video up of the mac and cheese and how the mac and cheese is made. So they take the water out of the boiler. There's like a boiler that it's like hot water, and it's on plastic. It's they heat it in plastic, and then they take it out and open it and put it on a bowl, and that's your meal. So she had put that video up, and I saw it, and I was like, "That's fucked up," because you're boiling that water with that plastic, and that plastic releases, you know, like chemicals and stuff. Because who knows how cleansed that plastic is, and they're boiling it with your food. So you got all this plastic that's in the micro, like in the mac and cheese, and then they serving it to you. Like for me, I find that kind of offensive. Like if they're gonna like not produce like fresh mac and cheese, then take it off the menu.
Well, the good thing about the science center is that there's not that much that needs to be revealed, because I think the reason why she got caught is because she showed everyone how the mac and cheese at Panera Bread is made, and usually companies try to keep the how they make things top secret, so competitors don't try to beat them in ways that they can. So the good thing about the science center is that there's nothing much that is a secret, because the place that I work at is kind of like a theater, but
Mm-hmm.
it's more so of a
Wait a minute.
presentation area for showings. Like the when I was working at the science center yesterday, they did a showing of our universe and the solar system, and
Oh, that's awesome.
and they also did a showing about the history of how our system was created, and how planets became like they are.
Yeah, I like that. That you see, I will go to Arizona for that. I will go to Phoenix for that because I like stuff like that, like astronomy and stuff like that. I really do love. I like planets and galaxies, and like we're so little. We think we're so big, but we're so little. So little.
Yeah.
And compared to the galaxy, compared to everything that's out there, where yeah, not even a dot from a pen. um, but I like stuff like that. Do they have IMAX?
The theater is basically a um, um, uh, over roof dome sort of thing, because
Oh, okay, okay. I remember
um,
those. It's like a dome, like
yeah.
yeah. See, in Miami, they have a place that has a dome like that, and they show like about the space and stuff. I always
Yeah,
used to fall
yeah,
asleep.
because when I worked there in the theater for the first time last week, I kind of thought it was a big curved circular screen that the Science Center had ordered, because a lot of companies and places have ordered their own customized thing to go with the building that they're making. And I thought the Arizona Science Center had ordered a weird dome shaped TV screen, but more so it's just like a plastic ceiling that is able to project things off, and you're able to play like TV shows and movies on.
That's crazy. It's cool, but it's like so crazy. It's fun
Yeah.
though. It's fun. Because they could do movie nights, and they could like sleep over at the
But
science center.
the sad thing is that they only do showings relating to the science center, because I have a schedule of what they play and what time of the day. But I wanted to stay more for it, but I was only there till 3. But if I like the job good enough, I may think about asking the manager to see if I can work more there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I've only been there for about 2 weeks, and a couple weeks ago was an orientation, and last week was my first day on the job. But yesterday was the first experience with a coworker.
Oh, okay.
Because the manager assigned me to the theater to work with a person by the name of RT, and she was a terrific coworker that I enjoyed being with.
Hmm. Yeah, you gotta learn the job. I guess they need training, so it's like you gotta learn as time goes.
Yeah, cause for me, I'm all about learning. But a lot of times I can't do things myself if it's something that I barely know how to do or something that I've never done before.
Wow. Yeah. See, that's pretty cool. Because we have a science center out here. I haven't been to it yet. I want to go one of these days, maybe sometime in December or so. I'll probably go to the science center. Um, I remember the one in Florida. Um, they had kind of like an IMAX area. It was in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Fort Lauderdale. um,
Okay, yeah,
I
let me
nine
turn my
five
camera
four.
on.
The people from the 954 down there in
Yeah,
Florida.
here's the little sheet. Sorry if my phone is creating a dark shadow, but
We got an eclipse. Yeah, we have we have an eclipse
I
going
love
on.
you, I love you, I love you, Rick.
We got a little eclipse. This is like it's covering the planets. Like it's like that's fun.
But basically, the place that I worked at was called the Dorient Planetarium, and the showings that are here that are there is a movie is a showing called Mayhem Arcade a Catastrophe, Observers of the Universe, Solar Superstorms, Grand Tour of the Solar System, and Symphony Under the Stars Laser Show.
That sounds so interesting. That's like does the chairs recline? Do they have like reclining chairs?
That's what I thought, but no. They do have buttons for the chairs, but they don't recline. The buttons are more so for interacting because during one of the presentations yesterday, when the coworker that I was with did a showing of the grand tour of the solar system. There was a few questions that was asked during the presentation because a lot of the attendees were kids, and kids need to be taught and learned at a young age. And so there was questions in the midst, and the buttons were more so for picking an answer.
Hmm.
I thought it was for reclining as well, but sadly they're not.
Man, it would have been nice to have like a recliner section because then I would have fell asleep. Because those shows like from space and stuff, I pick it up while I'm sleeping because I play it like that's what I do at night on YouTube. I watch about planets and about the galaxies and Andromeda and all different galaxies. Like it's like when you get into like science and you get into like the stars and I just every time I think of everyone, I think of them like very little, like little things, you know, and it's just. But I like the lineup. I just wish I had a reclining. I'll be like, can I bring my reclining chair? I'm like, can they deliver it there? I'd be like, I just lay back and just like watch and just like relax. Um, but it sounds very cool. Science is very cool. I did like science, even though my science teacher, he was kind of crazy. He was an old man. He kind of looked like a chimpanzee. I forgot his name. My sister probably know his name, but he was like he's a horn dog for the girls. So I was like, what the hell? And the thing is, I used to sit in the front because I always like want to be able to understand what he's saying and get my work done. And I wasn't afraid. I sat right in the front, and he's like, "Good seat, man." And I'm like, all right, it's gonna be interesting. I had him for a few years, and of course, I passed that class. That was not hard at all. He was just a little horn dog, and you had to really like listen into him. There was a few kids, like some of the guys in the back, play around a little bit. He'll get pissed off, and but it was pretty cool that the kids like they were pretty cool. So like the class was pretty cool, and he's funny though. He's a funny. I forgot his name. I don't even remember his name. I told my sister would know his name. I think my sister had him. I was like, remember the science teacher, the guy with the ears? She'll know what I'm talking about. He was really cool. He was good. He was old. He was up in his age, and he was teaching. I was like, damn, this guy should be retired. Like for real. I was like, this guy's still here? That's fucked up. Man, I would have been retired. He was teaching. He was a good teacher though. And I did good. I passed. I graduated, so you know. Uh, Funny. I
Well, it's
graduated.
always proud of it's always you good when you succeed in something, and if you're happy to graduate, then I don't blame you.
Yeah, I graduated in '98. I think you were like what 6? No, you were like 8.
Yeah, I
No, you
was
were like
like I
no,
was
you were
like
like 8 years old.
yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Just cause it's funny. um, I graduated, and stuff, and it was, it's like any other thing. It's like it was. I did what I had to do. My own. I didn't have my parents on my back. They didn't even care to look at my report card. That's how like how much like they're like, let's see if he's able to do it, you know? And they didn't get involved like in my report card and stuff like that. They didn't like my mom was like, just graduate, you know? Like you gotta do what you gotta do. That's why I say sometimes like these kids they don't take, you know, learning serious. There's few and that there are, they really like school. But then there's some they're like but yeah, I wonder how the school system is now compared to how I went to school.
I'm pretty sure the school system is completely different.
I bet everything's different. I bet they turn in their grades and tablets and laptops. Make it digitally so that way there's less paper. Because when I went to school, everything was through paper. Like the only thing the report card wasn't, it was like a printout. But like the grades they enter into their thing, they used to put it in paper. It used to be a big ass paper, like they write the grades. Sometimes he'll cut me slack, and then he'll it was a cool class. It was like my English class. My teacher was crazy. The crazy English teacher. I remember his name too. I'm gonna just say it. Chernoff. Yeah, Mr. Chernoff. What a name, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's why I remember it. But he was a character. He was a character. He used to get pissed. I'm like, what the fuck he's pissed about? Maybe any attitude and shit. Like he had some issues. I'd be like, and it was good timing because that was my sixth period class, and I had golf and bowling um, commitments, so I had to leave the class early. But I used to see his personality and stuff, and I was like, dude, this dude has issues. I was like, this dude got issues, you know. But I passed this class. Boom. Like he may have issues, but you just make sure keep up with my grades. Sure. I don't got time for that. But yeah, I did my golf and bowling. Because I had that guy for like 2 years. I can't believe when I had him for like I had him my junior year, and then my senior year I had him again. Sure. So I walk in and I'm like, "You again?" He looked at me. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, I said it to him. I was like, "You again?" He was like, "What the fuck that means?" Like, as a teacher, he was laughing. I was like, "Please make this a good one. It's the senior year." But I still left early because I had commitments. I used to stay in class for like 15 minutes and then got whatever like work I needed to take with me. It was already like done, ready for me. And then I would leave. I was like, all right, peace, see ya. And my friend Miguel, he came with me too. He's like, yeah, man, I got practice too. I was like, come on. He left with me. So the teacher, he got practice. Like, yeah, he convinced them too. He was like, yeah, man, I'm in the team and this and that. And he's like, all right. So I have my friend, one of my best friends, come with me. Miguel, he's funny. One of my friends. He would cut. That's how he would get out of class early. Like he would go home. Like I would go. Actually, I had practice. Like transportation. To get there and to it was a little mission. Um, but I did good. I did real good. I did good.
Well, glad you did well.
Yeah, no, because like the golf, I played pretty good. Like I had someone like they wanted me to go to Penn State.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they wanted me to play for Penn State golf for their
Wow.
yeah. And I was like, oh man, I went and I checked it out, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the area where my grandmother was staying. I was like, what the fuck? Sorry about the French, but that was like
That's all right.
that's like Philadelphia in the hood. Like hood. You'd be hearing gunshots and everything. I'm like, what? I got so discouraged. I was like, oh man, this is not good. And it's nuts. It's just nuts. Uh, phone's going crazy. Talking about nuts. That Philadelphia trip. Oh, like it was alright. Like some parts, but a lot of parts, I'm like, oh god. There's pictures too. That's the crazy shit. There's pictures. I have pictures. I just gotta find them. Oh man, I even have my prom pictures somewhere on somewhere in storage. In one of my storage containers, I got my prom pictures. That's crazy. You guys can see how I used to look. A lot different than I do now. That's a damn sure. Oh man, me as a little jit, as a jit going to prom. Oh man, I have the pictures. Um, it is what it is. I had a good time. It was like, yeah, my friends, they're still in the military, I believe. Two of them are still in the military. I don't think they're ever gonna get out. But one's in the Marines and the other one's in the Air Force. And then one of my other friends, he's in South Florida, owns his own business. So it was pretty good. Oh man. But that was back in the 90s, mid 90s. I would say like no, about like 96, 97, 98. Cool friends of mine. We had a reunion of like we had like a little reunion. I want to say maybe like 8 years ago. It was about 8 years ago.
Huh.
Maybe 10 years. Maybe 10, 8 to 10 years ago. Yeah, we had a little get together and stuff, and you know, but yeah, times go by. I'm telling you, right now you're 30. You see.
Yeah, well, I'm 29 right now, gonna be 30 next year.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna see how time it just starts going by.
Yep.
Like me, trying to get trying to get to 40. That's my mission. I'm like Sinead. I'm like the Sinead Connor, like Terminator. It's like I'm trying to get to, you know, to my timely death. Yeah, because everyone gotta die. They don't know how or when,
Nope. Only time will tell.
but we have to. Ain't that scary? Some people like scared of it. I'm like, yeah, well, you have to go through it. Like, it's scary, but everyone got to go through it. You're born and then you die. That's how it is. You know, you're born, you do what you have to do to survive, and then you die. And,
Pretty much.
yeah. But right now, we're here as witnesses. We're supposed to witness something. And it's like people need to stay focused and don't get distracted because there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of distractions going on. And like I can feel the energy pretty strong. The 5G is like 5G has been here for a while already. That's not new.
Well, the one thing, even though 5G has been around for a while, Not every cellular service provider, including those pay-as-you-go options like Cricket Wireless, has a 5G option. It's just like how back when 4K TVs became first available, not every TV manufacturer had came out with a 4K TV with today's technology like high dynamic range and such.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure cellular companies will have their own 5G option, but it just needs to reach out and see if it works or not.
Yeah. It's just the energy is strong. It's like the signals that they're just throwing out. It really hasn't been tested like on people. Like they're just gonna roll it out and just see who gets these headaches and gets sick, and and then who's sensitive. Because I can feel the energy, and it's like and I can hear the tingling in my head. It's like a static sound. It's like the TV on, but it's on silent, like the old school televisions from my era. Um, which is like we started off with black and white, like, like television, and like you hear the white noise. So that's why I be hearing in my head. Yeah. Um, and the energy is pretty strong too, because we're in an area and space and time, that there's energy. I don't know where it's from, but there's some energy in the air, but it's from out there. There's gonna be meteors, a lot of meteors coming in. There's gonna be like it's gonna feel like an earthquake. Like that's how strong it's gonna be. Like there's gonna be a bit. I always feel like there's gonna be a big earthquake coming. It's just the energy is really hyped up. You know, they're going for the fear factor, the surprise factor, the sorrow factor, the recovery factor. Like there's something big that's gonna happen.
So there's just so many factors.
hmm It's like something's gonna happen, and uh, it's just, I don't know. It's just weird. Like the times that I'm witnessing, it's very weird times, very alien times. It's like survival. Let's kind of turn off. Oh boy, it's like with me, like freaking doctors, man. They're just they're kind of turning in. They're being suckered into a sales pitch because they want to put their patients that I take medicine for pain, because I have to be in their pain management because of all the injuries and all the surgeries and everything that I've been through. I have to be in their pain management. Well, they're trying to push Suboxone on me. I'm like, what? Like, I don't want that shit. Like, why are you gonna put me on that addictive medicine that I know people have died from taking that medicine because you're hooked on it, and when you're hooked on it, that's it. You're stuck. You're like, it's not good. Like, it's like very addictive, and if you don't have it, like you go through withdrawals. And it's a Schedule 3 substance. And it's like, no, can you just leave me with my pain medicine? Because like I'm having pain. It's not like I use my medicine when I need to. I don't abuse my medicine. So they re-up me for another 45 pills, which it's already ready. I'll pick it up tomorrow. And they're trying to find me a pain management, like an institution for like pain management, somewhere in the state. So they're telling me somewhere maybe in Milford, and that's like freaking hour commute. It's like depending on the time too. If you can get it early, then it'll only be like an hour around, like an hour, probably like 45 minutes to get there, and then another like 45 to an hour back. But it's just nuts. Like they're attacking the pain management. You know, it's like yeah, like this, like I don't know. They're just and now oh yeah, and then I heard that the clinic now, it's I think it's federally run. From what I've heard from him, saying that it was federally run and that they can't renew anybody's medical marijuana licenses.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're not renewing nobody's medical marijuana licenses anymore because since it's federally illegal, and that clinic is supposedly federal.
Mm.
It didn't make sense to me though. That's why I'm gonna talk to my therapist later about it because it's crazy because I don't know, it's just crazy. I don't know the like things are weird things are happening and like they're disrupting the system or they're doing something, they're changing or they know that they need to hold on to those medicines so they're like
Um,
kind of holding them back.
and Rick, if I was a cereal manufacturer, I wouldn't mind introducing frosted Rickios for you.
Yeah, because it's like it's just like it's the system and I don't know, it's just weird times. It's like something's supposed to happen. I don't know like exactly yet, but I know it's something from the sky. It's something from the sky that's gonna cause big earthquake. Like it's gonna hurt a lot of people as far as like from the sonic boom. Um, I don't know. It's just the energy feels very weird. It's
Well,
happened before. It's happened before.
speaking of energy, I had plenty of energy this past Saturday when I went with my brother and my sister to the Arizona Taco Festival.
Oh Lord, how was that?
It was a terrific time. We had a bunch of laughs, tried many different taco vendors, and there were a few prizes that we won. Like my brother won a few passes to an advanced screening of the new Charlie's Angel film coming out next month, and I won a Charlie's Angel cool towel, and I also want a beaded necklace. And the one of my favorite tacos was like a pork taco. I can't remember the vendor, but it was a terrific time. And afterwards, my brother brought me over to his to the place that he works at because my brother works at a restaurant inside a hotel called Zuzu's, and he brought me there to have me try the restaurant's um, um, something showdown shake because it was a chocolate shell filled with Reese's Pieces, Reese's cups chopped, and peanuts and such. And there was a terrific shake that my brother had me try, and we also created a bunch of laughs with each other.
Mm, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's you see, you're doing a lot more, which is really cool. You know, at least like you're not like so alone in Minnesota. Oh, it was getting depressing. It's like it's depressing when it's just snowing and it's like you don't know when it's gonna stop.
And it's also depressing when you're by yourself with barely anyone around. I mean, even though I had plenty of neighbors, I barely visited any of them, I never even was invited to some neighbor's place either. Because the neighbors that I did visit were pretty much people on the first floor, but that's all. I'm happy to be in Arizona, closer to my family.
Yeah, it's so much better. You don't have to worry about the snow.
Mm.
I'm like, dude, because I feel this year is gonna be it's gonna be very interesting because I feel like they're playing with the ionosphere again, and they're doing these patterns. Like they're messing with the flow. That's what it is. They're 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 messing with the weather and making like weird things happen. I just feel like it's just very. It's kind of like it's a World War III, but it's weather wars. It's like it's basically weather wars,
Yep.
and you pay like if you're in threatened, like and you don't pay a certain amount, then they'll destroy things. But since someone's place is over in West Palm Beach or Florida, the president's area. I feel like they paid something or did something to move the hurricane over the Bahamas, kept it there for like a whole day as a Category 5. That's so crazy. Oh man, that like, and I've been to that island in Freeport. I've been there, and I can imagine like everything's just destroyed. I'm like, man, mm, it's just. I know a lot of animals died. There's a lot of homeless animals right now out there in the island. Um, it's like it's, it sucks right now out there. A lot of boats, a lot of destroyed boats, a lot of like it's like carnage. And then people are looting, and they're getting some support, from the states and getting food and stuff. But it's gonna be a long recovery for them. But someone must have made that deal and moved that storm away from Florida because it was supposed to go through Florida, and it ended up. And I knew it was going to be a Category 4 or 5 because I felt the energy that happened when I was in the hospital. When I was in the hospital, they it was like because now I see it like a video in my head, and I remember laying down and looking at the storm when it was over by the um, it was like over by it was definitely east of Puerto Rico. It was like out there. It wasn't like really much of anything, and then it turned into something. I knew it was going to be a strong storm when it reached the Bahamas because I was looking at a Cat 4 or 5 before it happened, and then by the time it got to the Bahamas, it was like Cat 5, and that storm just stopped right on top of the Bahamas as a Category 5, and just ripping into the like with the storm surge and like you could see the water just rising. and it's scary. That's you see stuff like that. It's like that's nuts. And then like there's a lot of people dead. A lot of people are dead. They don't say much of it on like they don't talk about it much on TV anymore. But like uh the Bahamas they're Freeport, poor Freeport. You know, my phone like I say certain words like Freeport, my phone just rings. Um yeah, there's a lot of homeless animals, dogs, cats. Um there's a lot of snakes out there that are displaced. Um it's just a lot of heartache. It's like why a lot of people are asking why did this has to happen to us? It felt like a bus sacrifice. Yeah, it felt like a sacrifice, a blood sacrifice to take as many people as they can to fill up the blood, the dead blood. And there's a lot of people died in that hurricane. There's no final numbers because they still can't find the people. So it's like it's a lot going on over there. But other than that, what's cooking, Angel?
Well, I'm about to get off because I need to get some stuff done before I go to bed here at about 10 tonight. Because right now it's 7:55 and there's stuff that I need to get done and
There's a difference in time.
huh?
It's such a difference in time because you're like 7:55 and over here it's like 10:55.
Yeah.
That's nuts. You're like, oh, I gotta go see. Because I was so used to you being one time zone away, but now you're like further away on the time zone. Were you able to get used to it when you moved?
It took me like the first month living here to figure it out, but now I'm used to it.
Yeah, right. Because it was like it's so different the time. But well, as long as you're comfortable out there and you're happy, then that's great. You're in a good place. I kind of like it. I just don't like the heat in the summer. That's all. But other than that, you know, it's nice out there. It's nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
at least the tacos. So what taco you had? You said the pork.
Well, we had tried 6 different tacos, but the pork was both my and my brother's favorite.
Oh yeah, yeah, that sounds yummy. All right. Well, I'll let you be then, so you could get yourself all settled up and get yourself ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, because tomorrow I'm going to be going to the Arizona State Fair with a group of people.
All right. You going to the state fair? That's what's up.
Yeah, because the State Fair for Arizona started on October the 4th, and it's going to be running from October the 4th to October 27th.
All right. All right. So you're gonna check out. So you're gonna be eating. Oh boy. Oh boy. Gotta make sure you save your appetite for the fair. Then don't eat too
That's
much.
what I'm going to do because tomorrow I'm not going to eat anything in the morning because I've seen commercials for the State Fair and it looks like there's a bunch of great food vendors and
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing what the fair has to offer.
Oh, me too. Take pictures.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some pictures and post it to my
Actually,
social media.
I did take some pictures on my phone. I just gotta figure this system out and stuff because I'm still dealing with sitting for as long as I can on this chair because it's very painful just to sit. Also, for
Mhm.
me, it's painful. Um, I'm just trying to get used to it and get myself worked up back into it. So then, when I can do the live shows, I could be able to sit through a few hours and not, you know, bitch and moan. But it's like I'm still bitching and moaning because I'm still in pain. But the state fair sounds awesome. I went actually to the state fair in Springfield, Massachusetts. It's called the Big E, and like it was fun. I had the corn, I had pizza, I had some other stuff that was out there that I ate. Um,
And
Pretty good.
and whatever the Arizona State Fair offers, I'll definitely be sharing it with everyone.
That's what's up. Because like you could because they're gonna have so much things. You know that already. They're gonna have all different types of food, and you know the like the fried Oreo or the fried Twinkie, and then they have the cotton candy, and then they have the elephant ears, or I don't know. There's another name for it. Um, because I in Florida I used to call it elephant ears. Some people call it some funnel cake. I'm like, elephant ear sounds better for a fair than funnel cake. But all right, well, enjoy yourself tomorrow, and thanks for coming through.
I love you, Rick. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Thank you very much, and thanks for good talk, good open talk. Man,
I
it's
love you, Rick. You are one of my favorite people.
awesome. Thanks, man. I'm happy you're in Arizona too, so that's a plus. Good energy over there. Just be careful with the snakes. That's all. That's all. They sneaky, you know, and that's the only thing I worry. And scorpions, you know, but I guess like you just get through it peacefully. It's just because when I went out there, I saw a lot of that scorpions and snakes, and you hear the coyotes. Um, like you be hearing stuff out there, especially like when you go like in the desert and like you get away from civilization and you can see the stars. Man, it's so nice out there. Damn. Oh, I envy you. Over here, it's cold. Yeah, it's I think it's supposed to be in the 30s tonight. Let me see. It's crazy. That way I'll let you go. You can get yourself situated. And
Yeah, and I would love to do another talk show with you again down the road. And definitely great. It was great catching up with you, and I definitely am happy I made the right choice.
yeah, no, you're welcome and thank you. Man, here tomorrow it's supposed to be high 57, low 35.
Well, let me check the weather here for Arizona.
Oh, it's beautiful weather you're gonna have.
Tomorrow is a high of 84 with a low of 60.
Wow, that is nice. I mean, low 60, I mean, that's our highs. Because on Saturday, the high is going to be 60 and the low is going to be 35. That's on Saturday. Um, Actually, I'm going to go to the farmer's market because they have a farmer's market over here across the street at the park again. I can tell you they do a lot of things at the park. But on Saturdays, this is the last month that they're going to be selling produce and stuff. And
Before they pack up for the winter.
yeah, because they started in July and then they ended in the end of October. But now it's been getting cold. Um, Good thing it hasn't rained or anything on Saturday because it looks good for Saturday. And then next Saturday, maybe rain. Um, but the farmers market is really good. Like their produce, I got honey from there, like raw honey, good honey, like from an orchard. So it's always good to have one of those. Um, do you ever eat honey, Angel?
What?
Have you ever like eaten like raw honey?
Nah, I never had raw honey. I mean, I every so often buy honey in a jar at a supermarket, but I never had raw honey straight from a bee.
Okay, don't buy any more of that shit from the store. I'm just getting it right now. It's not honey. It's fake honey. Um, you need to get it from an orchard or like from a bee maker. Um, I'll see. I gotta see. Let me see. Saturday. Um, yeah, I pass by the farmers market, see who's out there, and see. Because there are a lot of stuff there. They are from farmers,
Yeah,
and
all right. Yeah, I'll probably see if there's any form of like actual raw honey anywhere near. Because if buying the stuff from a supermarket or like a grocery store is like the fake stuff, then
yeah, it's
wow.
fake. Yeah, it's fake stuff. Like the little bear with the little yellow hat. He's playing you.
Wow.
He's playing you. He just sold you because he looked like a little bear, but it's like not real honey. Like real honey from a bee, like from a hive. It's like so like there's a big difference. Like because you could put it in your like tea, you could put it in your coffee. Like it's something that it's like it's real stuff. It's real honey. Um, they had a honey guy. I'm not sure if he has any more honey. If they come over Saturday, I'll see if they have. Last weekend he wasn't there, so I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, man, it's good. Like even for like when you have colds, just take a little piece of like of the raw honey, and it help your throat.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and lemon, like lemon water. You know, you could have lemon water. That'll be good. Just people need to start doing that, like cleansing themselves a little bit. And the lemon is very it's acidic, but it's very good, and it has like good properties in it. And actually, after I finish with you, Angel, I'm gonna squeeze out a lemon and put it in my water. You know, fresh lemon.
Ah,
So you should do that too when you get a chance if you go to the market, because I know the produce is probably a little bit more over there. I'm not sure. How's the produce over there? Is
the produce at the local grocery stores here are pretty accurate, but I don't know if it's like fresh and such because the produce at the Safeway grocery store here in Arizona has like the stuff that you would expect to find at any other store, like tomatoes, lettuce, etc. But I don't know how fresh it is.
hmm. Okay. And by your area, you guys, yeah. Well, this year, did you ever explore or look for like a farmer's market? Um, I know they're gonna start probably around this time of the year. They might have some stuff out there because it's nice. The weather's is nice out there. It's not like super like hot like over the summer. So I feel like there's gonna be some farmers market stuff. Um,
Yeah, the probably yeah. I'm guessing there might be some farmers market open all year round and such with up to date stuff from the farmers and such.
hmm Yeah, and it's no, it'd be cool because like you could document it too. Because I remember in Florida, like we used to go out to the fields and pick our own strawberries. We would pick our own strawberries, and then we would take them. Like if I wanted them to make an ice cream out of it, they had like this old school ice cream maker, like it was wood and has this thing on the top, and then they would just turn it and stuff, and like it would make ice cream. And I would take that or like a strawberry milkshake, like fresh strawberry milkshake with fresh strawberries. Delicious. Um, me thinking about it, I'm getting hungry. Oh boy. All right,
Well, I'm
Angel.
gonna get off of here
I'll
and
let you
finish
go.
the rest. I'm gonna get off of here and finish the rest of my Subway sandwich that I got earlier today. I
Woo.
got the chicken bacon ranch melt sub at Subway earlier this afternoon, and after that, I need to get some stuff finished up for before I go to my before I go on the trip to the Arizona State Fair tomorrow. And after the state fair, I'm going to be going to a performance show that my brother Donovan will be putting on, and it's definitely going to be an exciting day tomorrow.
All right. Well, you need your rest. So get some rest, and I'll talk to
I
you
love
in the
you, Rick.
future.
I love you.
All right. Thank you,
Daddy
Angel.
Rick, your son is headed to bed. Mwah, mwah.
All
Good night.
right. Good night.
Bye.
Take care, man. Have fun.
You have a great day tomorrow as well. TGIF.
Uh, I'm hoping.
Bye.
Bye. And I'm hoping tomorrow we'll get to watch Hocus Pocus. I hope it's good enough. Um, hopefully the grass will dry up. I don't think it rained so much here, so maybe it'll dry up over the night. And then if it's sunny tomorrow, which it says partly cloudy tomorrow, so mostly it'll probably be sunny. Um, maybe it'll dry up the grass a little bit more, and people could go and watch Hocus Pocus at the amphitheater here across the street from where I live. It's pretty cool. I think that's cool. I like that. Like trying to get the community together and watch a movie together. And it so happens to be Halloween, so the movie select was Hocus Pocus, which is a great movie. I like that movie. It's not a bad movie. It's like when they have the singing and stuff and the musical, and it's pretty cool. It's a really cool movie. Um, but Halloween, yeah, this time of the year it's pretty strong energy, because I'm feeling a lot of energy, and it's just it's kind of like my head feels like a little loose. Feels a little loose. My head, nah, it just feels like I don't know, like the planet, something's up, and like I start thinking because like my mind is, that's my show, my mind over your matter. But then I start thinking, like, the oceans, right, and how deep it is, and it's very deep, and it's like how did they know to put like salt water, or how water turned so salty, you know, because it's just weird that like you go down to the aquifer and it's like fresh water because it got, I guess, like cycled through and then cleaned off, and that's how they pump out water from the aquifer. Um, but throughout the whole oceans, and you see how deep, because if you take a map where you remove all the water, um, it goes pretty deep, like, and then it's like you're in a canyon, and it looks like the world is just like rocks put together. Like rocks fell in different areas, and they just glued on. And I don't know how the hell the water got here. Just to be honest with you, I the water's probably been here, like it's just been here. A lot of things happen in this planet, and a lot of things they don't tell you. They only tell you certain things. That's all they'll tell you, certain things, but they don't tell you everything. And then they want you to follow, in God we trust. Okay, so which God you trusting on? Because I'm not sure. Let me see if I can get someone else on Open Talk. Let me see. All right, send out a text. And oh man, take a little break. Actually, I'm gonna get up and get myself some vegetarian gel that I have there. It's supposed to help with the pain, which I don't know. Let me go get it. Old man, getting old. My body hurts. I'm coming back. I give me a little bit of goodies. I like the corn pops. One of my favorite. I could eat a like corn pops with no milk. That's how I eat it. I don't eat it with milk. I just eat the corn, the cereal. It's like a little snack. And I love corn pops. I need to go buy, maybe tomorrow I'm going to go buy a box, a big box, a giant box. They're selling it for $5 over in one of the supermarkets nearby. Probably get a big old box. Try to get like 2 boxes because I could go through this. I like it. This is my snacks. So I want to talk about that Suboxone again. That Suboxone has me nuts. Like that Suboxone, how they want people to take it. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't even want to put this on yet because it's too cold. Because it's a metal, the cream is in a metal container, like, and like it's like aluminum, I guess. And it's too cold, and I'm not gonna put that on my neck. It was too cold. I don't know. My body doesn't like direct cold on it. Like I'll start hurting. So talking about that medicine. Oh, talking about the marijuana too. About the clinic being a federal clinic. I didn't know state turned into federal. I gotta talk to my therapist. That's what it is. I gotta talk to her and be like, listen, I want to know what's going on here. This is like a shit porny show. They're trying to change so much here too fast. And people that actually need the medicine are struggling now. But the good thing is that they did bridge me over for they gave me 45 pills, so that will last me like 3 weeks, which is okay. It gives me time to find another clinic that's not federal. Crazy, so crazy. Now, if I want the license, I have to pay $150. $150 just to see the doctor. And then after I see the doctor and they put all the information in, then I have to check in within the state and then check the application and then pay an additional $100 to the state. So that's $250 now. And once you turn it in, then you get it within a month, the license. And I think it's bullshit that they're not helping us, so like pot smokers, with you know with renewing the license. Oh, because they're federal, they can't do it no more. They did it before, and now all of a sudden, oh, because we're federal now, or federal, it didn't make any sense. It's not a federal building, because if it is, only federal people could be there, I guess, right? I don't know. But I gotta renew my license. That's $250 just to get the license. Just to get the license. Incredible. But thanks for tuning in to Open Talk. Angel Muniz. I want to say thank you to Angel again for coming on My Mind Over Your Matter, Open Talk. It's just it's pretty cool that he's in Arizona. You don't have to worry about the snow or dressing up like crazy. He's in a good area for him. Should be okay for him. The little, it's pretty. It's the only thing. It's just hot in the summer. That's all. That's all it is. It's just really hot in the summertime. It gets into like the 120s Fahrenheit. You know, I don't know how much it would be Celsius, but it's really hot. But he managed this year. Let's see how he does next year. I know he's gonna love the winter time. He's gonna love it. It's 11:22. But that's a boxing. I have to worry with my therapist because they were pushing it on me, and now they're saying that no, they were just offering it to me. I go no, she was pushing it on me, the doctor, and on top of that, one of my therapists was pushing on me, and then they changed their tone and said it's your option. I go, it's not an option the way you told me the first time around. It's like, no, you have to join Suboxone and play Suboxone. I'm like, why? I'm not an addict. I take my medicine as prescribed. I just have a lot of pain. and I need my pain medicine. So I have to go to pain management now. I don't know where like really that takes my insurance that I could go to. I'm gonna call make a phone calls tomorrow. But other than that, I'm gonna I gotta work something out. And I'm fighting against the Suboxone, the magical pill, or strip, or film, whatever they call it. I think that strip, that film, they put it on your body. I don't know. I don't think you put it in your mouth. You put it in your body. I guess it's sticky, kind of like the fentanyl patches, but it'll be like Suboxone. I don't know. I love like corn pops, a cereal. This is like eating without milk is just perfect. Cause milk to me, it's kind of weird, you know, because they what they do and how they process the milk and stuff, and how these cows are treated. Like the way I see my mind seeing everything, it's like it's crazy. Like on this door. So I guess I'm gonna wrap up my show now. I'm gonna chill out. Maybe I'll do another open talk. If not, I'll see you guys around later or the next day when I upload a video. So with that said, it's my mind over your matter. My name is Rick, and I'll talk to you guys, or you guys. Oh, come back, watch, leave a like, and I'll be back very soon. Bye for now.